just found out some information that has literally blown me away. I always like to think that I research everything before forming an opinion, but like everyone, over time, people tell you things and you believe them and you take what people say at face value. So I only came across this information because I have been fact-checking all claims that I hear from dating coaches. They tend to say all the time that men don't do as well out of marriage because they never get custody.
And this is what men need to understand. And they don't ever understand that until they get into divorce court and it's a bad divorce. Every single man that's sitting in front of a judge that's getting his kids taken away.
Just remember what he just said. Every single man in a divorce is sitting in front of a judge having his kids taken away. It's quite a huge claim, isn't it? Most custody agreements don't even go to court. Most custody agreements are not decided by a judge or a court. Most. And when I say most, in America, 96% of cases do not go to court. 96% of cases do not go to court. So in America, judges only end up deciding the custody agreement in 4% of cases. Wow.
Why do men get their kids taken away?
Exactly. I mean, that's what everyone's claiming, that men keep losing their children or the court system keeps taking them away. So I love that this guy's just like, well, why? Because that's a question that a lot of people don't answer. Yeah, why? Why would a court come along and take your kids away?
Like, I've been divorced, I've got kids. Like, I don't know any of my friends who have ever had their kids taken away.
And you know what's funny? When he says that, I'm like, actually, I know a lot of men that don't see their kids. And I've heard lots of men say that the courts won't let them see their kids and women won't let them see their kids and it would cost them heaps of money to go to court to get their kids. Now I think about it, most men I know have custody of their kids.
Are you saying that the vast majority of your friends have 50-50 custody of their kids?
Really did ask a different question. First he said men are in divorce courts and judges are not giving them their kids. Then when somebody says, well, the men I know have custody of their kids, this guy's like, well, how many men do you know that have 50%?
If they want that,
that's
yeah.
the California law.
No, I'm asking. You say if they want. I'm asking, are you saying that the vast majority of men have 50-50 custody of their kids?
Well, somebody on the panel saying, hang on, but California have 50% care. And he's still like, well, how many men do you actually know who have 50% care?
Well, my friends, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, how many friends are we talking about?
Let's say 10.
Exactly. How many men are there in this country?
He's sort of moving the perimeter because he really wants to dig in and be like, well, okay, what men do you know who have 50% care? And that's actually a really interesting question because the premise is that men are not favoured in the courts and that's why they don't have custody of their children, right? If the court system is only overseeing 4% of cases, who's deciding and who's making a decision about all the other custody agreements? Oh, guess what? 91% of custody cases in America are decided by the mum and the dad. So both parents were happy about it. To me, this is mind-boggling. Yeah, I've actually been feeling really, really, really sorry for men.
But
No. And again, this is the same.
But what's the reason?
Well, there are a lot of reasons.
Gotta love this guy where he's like, well, how come these men don't have custody? Was it the court? What were the reasons? Men are choosing not to take as much custody in their agreements as they could. That's the reason.
The number one.
But I'm saying the judge is going to be like, look, I'm not going to give you 50-50. There's got to be a reason why they're not getting 50-50, right?
So here's this guy asking questions, and look at how this guy reacts.
Because it's not your fault. It's not your fault. If you don't know, you don't know. Like
The smugness of this guy. You don't know what you don't know.
it's not your fault. It's not your fault. If you don't know, you don't know. Like
That is about as cocky as you can get.
I just asked you the question.
And I'm explaining it, but give me 1 second because
Okay.
this is very important. This is something that men need to know because there's so many men that want to have kids. There's so many men that want this legacy. And then they're surprised when they are not allowed to live in the same home with their children until their children turn 18. They're surprised when a woman can just wake up and snap her fingers and now the woman has primary physical custody of the kids.
Well, it would be a big surprise because it's not happening.
Why do women get primary physical custody of the kids? Number one reason is because of these judges. The laws are fashioned in a way that give judges discretion to decide who gets primary physical custody of the kids.
I swear, now that I know what I know, I'm never ever going to be able to listen to men talk this crap again. He actually is going to ignore the fact that every state in America do have laws that the judges do go by, and 40% of states have moved toward giving 50% share. Remember, that's just if it goes to court. Just in those 3% of cases that the courts have to judge.
Judges for decades have given women primary physical custody. Now,
Just look at also who was already kind of the primary custodial parent, like who was taking care of the kids more.
But as we've seen, when men are able to negotiate their own custody agreements, they don't want 50% anyway.
judges are supposed to look at everything, but what you find is that judges have mortgages. Right, judges have exactly. Exactly. This is what people
sometimes
don't
when I know,
realize. That
And then look at that guy. Whoa, now I get it. I'm so clever. I clicked. Oh, yeah, of course. It's just because judges have mortgages. They need to make money. I mean, I would have thought they would have made money whatever they decided. But no, look at this guy. Oh, now I get it. Now I get why men are not getting custody of their kids. Judges have mortgages.
judges get in this whole go along to get along. If I'm a new judge, right? I'm a new judge in the circuit and there are 4 other judges. And, you know, I want to pay my bills like everybody else and I'm super excited to get the job. So when I get on the bench, I look around at what these other judges are doing. Oh, these other judges, they're giving mom primary physical custody. Well, I'm going to do that too.
Heard it all now. Like, that's hilarious. It's amazing how the brain can work when there is no evidence for you to support your opinion, but you still want to have that opinion. It's the biggest reach.
Am I going to look at 15 different factors of who did what? Yes, but at the end of the day, I'm going to ensure that my results, my verdicts, my judicial orders are in line with everybody else. And what is everybody else doing? They're giving primary physical custody to the mother.
Because I've just researched this and I'm sitting here in shock. I have definitely spent my whole life thinking men had it a bit harder in court. What are you even talking about? Australia, until something goes to court or there's mediation, both parents have equal rights to the children. So it did used to annoy me years ago that these men would say, oh, the mum's not letting me see them. And I think, well, you could go and see your kid. I'm not stopping them. Certainly not the court system. Certainly not the mum. Not happening. 4% of custody cases are heard by a judge in America. All been believing a big lie. I really appreciate everyone watching and let me know in the comment section below how you are feeling about this mind-boggling truth.